Hey, yo! Hey, yo! Oh, my God. This dude is hilarious. Raheem! Oh, man. What's poppin', my brother? Ah. Whoa. Ah. Ah. This is loud. It's really loud. Ah. Brain fart. Mm.
Yeah,
Hey, Mama.
You want to know what made me want to get that toy that toy dog?
What? You don't remember?
No. It was kind of like a video. It was this girl. She got the same toy.
Yeah.
But a different type of dog. And so she was like, so she was like, I'm gonna try and see if I can make this dude happy, and if I can't, then that proves that I can't raise a dog.
Oh, so the robotic dog was like a tester?
Yeah, more like a toy and a tester.
Okay.
But so she first tried to. So she was like, I think all dogs like a boop on the nose. So she did that.
Not all dogs.
It didn't like that.
Yeah, dogs don't like that. Yeah. Imagine somebody boop on your nose.
I think that would stop my brain for a second. I'd be like, wait, what?
Yeah. Dogs don't like that. Dogs don't really like you messing with their face.
And so
some dogs, I mean, after a while they trust you, but yeah, they'll try to bite you.
Yeah, but so she tried petting him. So she tried petting him to make it better, but she was like, but it didn't work, and she was like, I'm sorry. So she was like, let's try gently rubbing its back. That did work.
Okay. Who's upstairs, Mom? Is Mom up there?
Yeah.
Okay.
And that the crate that the either like the box or the crate, if you pull it apart, you can make the bottom part, you can make a little dog bed. So she added extra bedding.
Okay. Yeah, go back to your schoolwork, Mama dear. You know what's crazy? I think I have sleep apnea. I used to be 240 pounds, and that kind of, for me, I'm like, okay, well, that explains the sleep apnea. Then I lost about 42 pounds, so I fluctuate between 198 and like 202, you know. But, you know, and I've been this size for years at this point, you know. But I'm getting sleep apnea again. I'm like, I don't know why I just, like, I can tell my breathing stops, and I end up waking up like 2 o'clock in the morning. I can't go back to sleep. So now I think what it is I'm just sedentary, and I gotta start working out again. It doesn't matter. I got like a gym. Like I got a weight room, heavy bag, speed bag, chin-up bar, lat pull-down machine, squat rack, leg extension machine, curl machine, stationary bike, a Peloton. I got a, what's the name of that? What's the name of those machines? Elliptical machine. I got a bunch of stuff, you know, all free weights and stuff like that. So, you know, so yeah, I just gotta, you know, I don't think it's weight. I think it's just being sedentary, just being lazy, you know. But I don't feel like working out though. I'm like, man, I lost the weight. Yeah, but yeah, I gotta start working out again. No, that doesn't work. Mm. Ooh, that takes a lot of control. The thing, I do this stuff. Wonderwall, come on, bro. No, I'm not playing Smells Like Teen Spirit or Wonderwall. They'll block your account. Doesn't matter. They'll copyright your joint, and you get a copyright strike. And YouTube is funny because even if you put it in like a even if you put it in like a short and you alter it and you put like it's like a drum cover, like a 30-second snippet of you doing a drum cover, they'll copyright. I know that because it's happened to me. You know, they'll copyright strike your stuff. Even if I'll be playing like at church, and you hear like drums, and you barely hear what's going on in the background. You might hear a little bit of vocals and stuff like that. YouTube copyright strikes it. What happened? Yo, what happened? Nah, I'm not gonna play that. Get copyright struck. Even if it's I'm telling you, they'll strike you. You know, there's a dude, Josh Crawford. They struck a bunch of his videos, and his like they fall all under the guidelines where it's like, is this altered content? He put yes, because what they do, if you alter the content, what they'll do is the revenue that you get, they give half the revenue to the original artist or the what do you call the company, the publishing company that actually owns the song, and then they give half to you. Copyright strike. Like even Drake, like it's altered content, but there used to be, when Drake's music first came out, I don't know how to talk to you, I don't know, like that was a really big dance song, so people did like dance interpretations of it, and they were video filming people actually dancing in the music in the background, and they took them all down, and they copyright struck the channel, so it's like you can't do it, you know. What? Hi-hat throws me for a loop, and it's different everywhere. You look, haha, one of my favorite songs. Oh. Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's like I have original music, so that's not that's not, you know, that's not a problem. Um, but sometimes people want to hear your interpretation of, like you want to hear December 1963. Some people might want to hear an interpretation of that, like your version of it. YouTube ain't, they're not having it, man. It's you know, it's crazy. Where's Raheem? Raheem, man, where you at, bro? What's the story? Oh, I had a friend. Whoa. Would you say she used him? Well, I'll say this. Um, um, No, I don't believe in men don't cry. Um, the thing about crying is you're a lot like, for instance, if Mike Tyson cries, Mike Tyson cries. If Mike Tyson cries, nobody's gonna say he's weak because they're afraid that he will like design a punch to make their brain bleed or something. Like, you know what I mean? Like, Mike Tyson knows 6 million ways to like knock your brain loose or like make your liver bleed. The reason why he doesn't mind crying is because who's gonna call him a punk? He knows he has nothing to prove to anybody. You know what I mean? So, I mean, if you're a crying, blubbering, mommy, that's a little different. But if you're hurt, and something bothers you, hey, and you feel like crying, then let it out. That's not weakness. That shows that you're not a robot. You know what I mean? Because what happens is if you're hurt, um, anger covers hurt. Um, Whenever you get mad at something or someone, if somebody says something to you that hurts your feelings, your instant reaction is anger. Your instant reaction is, I want to smack him in the mouth. Who do you think you're talking to? The problem with that is, like, anger is always a secondary emotion. I get mad at if somebody's mistreating an old lady or somebody's mistreating a baby. I get mad at stuff like that. But if I'm hurt, just as men, our natural reaction, as soon as we're hurt, as soon as we feel pain, we get angry. And a lot of times, you know, addressing how you feel, not, and a lot of times you don't even have to cry. A lot of times, just like, oh man, it is what it is. Like I've gotten my heart broken, um, but I just took it as a lesson learned. Like the next time I ran into the type of woman that would break my heart, I was like, get out of here. You're not worth it. You know. Um, but it's just everything is a learning process. You know what I mean? Yeah, exactly. Maddie, exactly. Exactly. I mean, but I'll say this. A lot of dudes get taken for their money if they lead with their money. If they walk up to a person or they walk up to a girl, like, I've seen dudes get taken advantage of because that's what they lead with. They lead in a relationship when they first meet a woman. Even I ain't gonna say a woman. When they first meet somebody, they're like, "Oh, look at my car. Look at it. I got, no, no, no. Don't lead with your money. You know, um, because if you lead with, let me tell you something. I was born in New Jersey, born and raised in New Jersey, and I ended up moving to New York. And where I'm from, you lead with money, you're gonna get robbed. That's just it. You lead with money, you're gonna get robbed. If you lead with money, and it's not even a woman. Like, dudes, they're gonna be like, man, they're gonna see you as food. That's it. They're gonna see you as food, and you're leading with. They're gonna be like, oh man, this dude, he's always flashing money. I know dudes that if you're sitting there flashing money, they will literally just take it off you. They'll take your jewels off you. They'll strip you down to your underwear. They'll take your shoes. They'll take your clothes. They'll take all that stuff. You know what I mean? Don't lead with money. It's dangerous. You know what I mean? Never lead with money. It's a good way to get robbed. Yeah, yeah. You know what I mean? Don't. That's why I'll say this. Like I hear a lot of guys say, "Oh well, women use men for their money." Well, they used you for your money because you led with your money. I've never needed money to get a date. I'm a musician. Like I've been broke. I've been a broke musician. You know what I mean? Just lead with who you are. Just be yourself. You know what I mean? And a lot of times when people lead with money, it's based on an insecurity. It's based on, well, she'll like me if I have a lot of money. No, how about she'll like you if she just likes you, if you're a nice person. So, you know. And this is not for nothing. When I met my wife, she was working, she was doing a whole corporate job thing. She was working for some Australian company, whatever. And I was working at a day labor company. I was working at I was dead broke, living with my mom. You know what I mean? Working at a day labor company. And I would save my money and take her on dates. And my wife, what attracted her, and dudes were like, man, you ain't never gonna get her. You broke, you this, you that, you ain't never gonna get her. And I was like, I'm gonna marry her. I don't know about you. Maybe you're the sucker that would like try to flash money and all, like, but you know, if she likes me, she likes me. If she's interested in me, she's interested in me. And then I asked my wife, like, you know, this is when we started dating, and I think we might have, well, we were dating. And I asked her, I said, hey, what, like, you know, I got a better job, and I was, whatever. And I was like, hey, why did you, like, what attracted you to me? She said, I knew you were broke. She said, but I knew, I liked your character. I knew you were a good guy. I knew you were sincere. I knew you were loyal. I knew you were honest. She said, and that's what attracted me to you. You know? Yeah. 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 Exactly. Exactly. So my wife looked at my character. It was about my character. It wasn't about because I was broke. Because it was, dude, I'm telling you, dudes were like, man, you ain't never gonna get her, blah, blah, blah. Dudes were intimidated by my wife. And I was like, you know, what's the issue? So I led with who I am, just my personality, you know. And really, there were no strings attached, nothing. I just wanted to be her friend. You know, we were just really, really good friends, you know. And then we started dating and blah, blah, blah. And I would take her out on dates and it just is what it is, you know. So she still makes more money than me, you know. I always tell people this: work on your character, because money ain't gonna sustain you. This is for women and men. Work on your character. You know, like I didn't come from a long line of intact marriages, so I literally would like look around and I would the married dudes I knew, I would look at their lives, look at their wife, look at the relationship between them and their wife, look at how their kids, how well adjusted their kids are, and then I'd be like, hey man, I need some advice on marriage. What do you think I need to work on? And they would be like, hey man, you need to work on this, you need to work on that, you need to make sure you do this. You know what I mean? So like I don't generally, you know, suggest going to social media like the red pill foolishness. It's just foolishness. Red pill is a bunch of grifters and dudes that aren't married, that know nothing about marriage, and it's goofiness. You know, it's goofiness. You know, it's not reality. It's not. It's that high value man stuff. It's not reality. It's not. And conversely, on the other side, women a lot of times they go for dudes. Oh, you know, like they look for the 1% of men, the 6 feet, six pack, got to make six figures. If you didn't build it with him, you're just another showpiece. Not saying all six-figure men or seven-figure men are like that. But if he's already there and you didn't help him get there, like there's an old saying, behind every great man, there's a woman. If you didn't help him get there and he got all this stuff, he sees you coming a mile away. You're nothing but a showpiece. You know what I mean? You come hang out with him, y'all, lay up, and he'll knock it down a couple times, and after a while he'll have you hanging around, and he'll have a chick on the side who's just gonna kick you to the curb. Because you came in after the fact. You know what I mean? So, I'm like, I think, with the whole red pill thing, looking for all these unreasonable expectations on women, conversely, women have to come back to reality. Like, come back to reality. Like a lot of this sprinkle, all that stuff, it's delusional single women. Delusional single women. So I'm not gonna, I'm gonna talk about us guys, but I'm not gonna let women off the hook, And that's not reality. There's another thing with the whole red pill thing. All these women are like this. That's not reality. I know a lot of reasonable, down-to-earth women. I know a lot of them. You know what I mean? I know, yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna pin that one. You know what I mean? But like, it's easy to look on social media and you're like, oh man, you look on TikTok or wherever and you see a lot of these women, I want a man with this and I want a man with that. And it's like, well, what do you bring to the table? What do you have to offer? You know what I mean? But if you go outside and you go different places and you touch some grass and you talk to normal people, not people in bars, not people in clubs, just go to a library. So, like, you know what I mean? Like, I know tons of great, just down-to-earth, normal women who, they're just like, hey, I'm just me. I'm not, the prefab build-a-body chick. You know what I mean? Looking for a baller, But social media, my point is, social media have you thinking that all women are like that, and it's not true. And conversely, social media will have women thinking all men are like these six-figure, when you can lie on social media. You can lie. And people do it all the time, I'm usually up earlier. I couldn't sleep, so I got up at like 2:30. Then I went to sleep. Usually I get up at like 4:30 and then read, meditate, get my oldest son up, and then work out with him from 5 o'clock to 5:40. No, 5 o'clock to like 5:40. And he goes upstairs, takes a shower, and then he eats his breakfast, and he goes out. And then I stream. I do my morning workout, my morning warm-ups. That's why I'm late now. I do my morning warm-ups. And then after that, 7 o'clock, I'll wake my younger son up. Well, I'll wake my younger son and my daughter up. And I'll work out with him. And she usually goes upstairs and she makes breakfast and all that stuff. She makes her breakfast, pulls open her laptop for school. They're both homeschooled. The younger two are, the older two. My oldest son, he goes to like a STEM school, science, technology, engineering, and math, or something like that. He goes to a STEM school. My oldest daughter, she's in college. She wants to be a pediatrician. So, well, she's not wants to. She's in college to become a pediatrician. So, but yeah, that's usually my, I work out twice. Not really. I kind of show them the exercise. I'm like, do this, do that. Give me 4 sets of 12. And I usually just sit here and just watch them. But like I said, I'm developing sleep apnea, so it's just being sedentary, so I just got to get back to working out. And by like 8 o'clock, usually 7:30, 8 o'clock, my wife is up. She works from home, so. That's enough for now. I'll be back. I will be back, guys. Who used to say I'll be back? Arnold Schwarzenegger. I'll be back.